So that trail started at the shelter on the other side of Three Ridges and ends here, just past where I camped. Good morning. Whew. It's warm. I'm warm. But good morning. Day 2 of finishing this trail. Whew. So I am really glad to be here, but it is not easy. Holy crap. Yesterday was great until I had to go over 3 ridges, and it was coming down. It was like 3 miles and 2,000 feet of descent, and it was a little painful, I admit. So I originally planned to come back in March to finish. But right before Thanksgiving, I decided to do some rucking. I should have just packed my pack and used it instead of putting weight into a pack. But I don't know why I didn't. I didn't want to be out there in the state park with my big looking pack. It was a mistake. So, I fall hiking sometimes, and no big deal. Skin my knees, even twist my ankle a little bit. Well, this is a testimony for a well-packed pack that's balanced and evenly distributed. I fell hard and I hurt myself pretty bad. So March 1st came and went, whoops. And I could not be hiking. I couldn't, there's a lot I couldn't do. I suppose I may have had a high ankle sprain. It's still not perfect, but it's doable for the most part. There's some pain going down. There's pain going down. But especially it's more at the end of the day, like after a bunch of miles. So, yeah. Yesterday, 2,000 feet of descent at the end of the day was not fun. But I did it. I made it. I didn't eat as much as I should have either, which is such a rookie mistake. But I'm going to try not to make the same mistake today. And here we are. Woo! More mountain laurel. Yay. I tell you, all the way up 3 ridges yesterday was just tunnels of mountain laurel and rhododendron blooming. It's such a treat to have them still on the trees instead of just on the ground. But anyways, welcome to day 2. Hope you have a great day. I'll show you some sights when we get there. All right. we just came from there. 3 ridges, and we're going to the Priest Wilderness, which means we're climbing the Priest. It is just over 3,000 feet and just over 4 miles of up. I had really hoped that I would be climbing this after almost 1,400 miles, but alas, that was not to happen. Man, I guess that's what happens when you spend your whole trip thinking about climbing this mountain. I suppose I shouldn't have done that, but one step at a time. I don't need to break any records getting up there. I just need to do it. So, there we go. The Priest Wilderness. Oh yeah. We'll see which is better. Going up on day 2 or going down on day 2, because, guys, I came down it on day 2 at the end of the day when I section hiked. All right, I'm gonna go climb. All right, that's where I'm headed. I'm getting closer. Haven't died, but I can sure hear my heartbeat in my head. Whew. That's where I came from. That's where I'm gonna be going. Whew. Just about at the top of the Priest, I think. Whew. I definitely don't have my trail legs. Ooh, the sun's in my face, sorry. So, man, I just want to say, going up the Priest on the second day, even if it is at the beginning, is worse than going down the Priest at the end of the second day. Now you know. But I'd rather be here. So I'm not going to complain. I'll just say it's hard. But I'm just about done. So, yay. And the view is pretty awesome. So, here's the top of Priest Mountain. Let's see. It took me 3 hours to get to the top of this. I did take like a 15-minute break and stopped and talked to somebody for about 5 minutes. But 3 hours to go a little over 4 miles up this mountain. Look at all of these mountain laurel. So I'm on the other side of the Priest. Tell you, my legs are so weak and sore. I miss my mountain legs. my trail legs. I know they'll be back, but woo. I really didn't expect it to be this bad. I know the peroneal tendon issue is, it's not as bad today, so that's good. It hurts, but not like yesterday afternoon. I'm 6 or just under 6 miles to camp. It's, I don't know what time it is. Oh, hi.
How are you?
Good. All right. More mountain laurel. Look at it all. Of course, I'm having to go down these steps and stuff, but I think I can do it. Just slowly. All right. Oh, look at it. It's so pretty. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. I'm just so appreciative that I can be here doing this. I'm really emotional right now. It's not all bad. I mean, I'm a little miserable, but I'm always a little miserable when I first start hiking. I've sectioned hiked this trail really for 9 years. And I guess and every year. And then on spring breaks too. Spring break, the whole spring break trail or hike was miserable. And I know it's just hard when you first start, because I've done it year after year after year. But man, I guess I've been having a little pity party in my head. So, but I am really grateful to be here and be able to do this. I mean, that tendon is sore, but it's not unmanageable. It's not bad, and that's why I'm going to do another 14-mile day, and that's it. And although it was like 4:30 when I got to camp yesterday, which was a respectable time. And I don't know, I have less than 6 miles to go. And it is, let's see, 12:45. I don't know how long it's going to take to get there. Probably not 4:30, probably earlier, but that's what I have to do. That's just the way it'll be. All right. So anyways, enough of my whining. It's just hard, and I'm suffering, but I'm not suffering as much as the gentleman that just went by the other way. He said he's pretty sure he broke a bone in his foot, and he has got to keep going, because what are you going to do around here when you're like 10 miles or so? Then at least, I mean, I don't know. He said he was just trying to get to the brewery. I'm assuming Devil's Backbone, which is at Reed's Gap, which I was at yesterday, went through. It's like, I don't know how far back, but I was there yesterday, so anyway, yeah, here's where we are. Oh, we've gone 1 whole mile since So that means I have 5.7 miles to go. But anyways, I'm not gonna complain because my foot's not broken. And alright, so we're near Spy Rock, but look at these rhododendrons. Oh, I just feel so fortunate to be here for this, for the blooming of the mountain laurel and rhododendrons. This is my 10th year, and for 9 years I have completely missed this. So, man, I get a little teary-eyed every time I think about it. It's so beautiful. They're just so fantastic. Oh, I got 2.8 miles to camp. I'm definitely sore, but you know, I'll get there when I get there. Hey, so, I'm not sure how to hold this right now. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Now I know. That's why. Hi. So, I am less than half a mile from camp, I think. I say I think because I am going to stop a little short and at a campsite with a spring. There's such a nice breeze up here right now. I'm up on the top. But, you know, everyone I've talked to are like, oh my gosh, you did 14 miles your first day? You're doing 14 miles a day right out of the gate? And I realized that maybe I don't have to, especially if I'm kind of hurting. I just tripped and fell. I skidded on my shoulder, no lie. I think I got most of the dirt off. But it was very much like the fall that I had before Thanksgiving that hurt myself. However, it was not hard like that. I just kind of slow-mo, oh no, and I literally skidded on my shoulder, as opposed to being slammed to the ground back in November. So anyways, I was like, you know what, just go to Porter's Gap. You don't have to go that extra mile and a half. Just get some rest, extra rest, and you know, as long as you're moving forward, you're doing well. So that's the plan. See you at camp. Hey, hello from camp. Currently the only one here at the, it's a little campsite at a spring. So, I think I did 13 miles today. My Apple Watch says 14 and a half. It's usually a little short of whatever miles I actually did. So, did a lot of extra walking, I guess. And what else? Today was hard. It was warm in spots. It took me 3 hours to climb the Priest. That's insane. It was just over 4 miles up. My pace is not very fast right now, but I feel good about the hike, and I felt good about everything in general. It's just hard. It's the start of a hike. It's always hard. So, tomorrow we'll get up and do it all over again. I have no idea where I'm going. I haven't really looked yet. So I'm only a mile and a half short of where I was going. It's definitely a number of miles short of what I had hoped to do, but I think it's getting better. I could tell climbing that those muscles that kick in and the way everything starts working to go uphill, the way the trail legs kick in, that system was working parts of today. So that's a good thing. It's so cool when you feel those things. So that gives me some hope. Going down is really hard. Going up, I know, is going to just get better. So today my quads are really sore. It was my hamstrings and my glutes and my calves. And my calves are still sore, but today it's my quads. So anyway, I'm in a really nice campsite that's breezy. So yeah, that was today. We'll see what tomorrow brings.